Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Siddhi channel. We are launching this channel and we would be talking about various topics that influence human life. Today's topic is happiness. Happiness is something that we all strive for. From the time that we are born till the day we die, we all human beings are trying to be happier and happier and happiest. That's the objective of all human beings. From childhood till today, I have been examining this topic, and when I examined the topic, I used to feel when I was a kid, I get happiness from jogging, and that sweat used to make me feel beautiful. I used to get a lot of happiness in eating a lot of food, and Italian food has been something that I've enjoyed all my life, and I used to love it. Reading analytical articles till the wee hours in the morning is something also that I used to enjoy. And of course, over and above, communicating my ideas from very early childhood to other friends and relatives is something that I would get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and talk to them about. So concepts is something that also gave me happiness. But what intrigued me was that one, I was getting happiness from my sweat, I was getting happiness from food, I was getting happiness from reading these articles, and I was getting a lot of happiness from communicating my ideas to human beings. How could such diverse things be giving me happiness? And was there a formula for my happiness? Is what made me think so many times in my life. As life went on and it progressed, I came to the conclusion very simply. I was around 18 years old, about to go in college, and the formula that I had in my head was that there are these total desires that I have, and I knew what I wanted in my life. And I already knew the fulfilled desires. So at that time, when I was an 18-year-old about to go into college, I knew if I had 10 desires that I was looking forward to fulfill, three were already completed, and I saw my happiness to be about 30% of what I wanted my happiness to be. And my future happiness depended upon me getting into a good Ivy League college, then going ahead and doing my MBA from a great master's program, getting a great job, becoming the CEO of a company by the age of 50, in between getting married and having wonderful children. So various ideas were there, these various boxes needed to be ticked. And of course, finally, I thought that post retirement, I would buy this palatial home on a beachside property and would be sitting down and enjoying the ocean that has been a passion from my life when I was 18 till today. As life progressed and all of these boxes started getting ticked, I did get that Ivy League college, I did get that MBA program, and in fact, I got a wonderful job. And the job was wonderful, I enjoyed it. I got a lot of praise while doing that job, and I got a lot of money that I made that I was looking forward to. And if I thought that I would retire at 55, I actually did retire at 55. I had made my millions by 45, and I thought, well, life is set. My kids were as dynamic and beautiful and happy as they should be. I had a beautiful wife, and if you have a beautiful marriage, there is nothing more that you can ask for. One day I was on that beach in that property that I thought I would buy, and I was having a beautiful time looking at the ocean waves coming in. The breeze was very pleasant, and I was enjoying myself. And though I was enjoying myself, my thoughts went back to my early days and many times in between when I saw this happiness which had been fleeting again and again, going and coming, going and coming. And though all my boxes had been fulfilled, all of them had been ticked, and in fact, they had been ticked by the age of 45 and not 55 when I thought I would retire, I was still not happy. I was happy, but not to the extent that I was happy. At that time, I was perplexed. Why am I not happy? I have fulfilled all my desires. I have had this 30 years of a beautiful journey. Luckily, at that point of time, my first teacher, the teacher of Vedanta, the subject matter on which I would be conducting these classes, came into my life. The Vedas are ancient Hindu texts, very, very ancient. And the teacher, I put this question that, sir, I have this problem. I'm not totally happy. I'm not 100% happy, though I have, fulfilled all the desires that I wanted. So he says, have you really fulfilled all the desires? He said, look at it. And I told him, of all the 10 desires that I had sought out to fulfill, I have fulfilled all of them, but they seem not to be giving me the happiness that I thought they would. So he told me the formula that you had explained to me was wrong. The formula when I was a kid was that the denominator, which is my total happiness, and on top the numerator, on which I had already had 3 out of the 10 desires fulfilled, gave me 30% happiness when I was an 18-year-old. And I had 7 more desires to go, getting into that Ivy League college, getting that MBA program, getting a great job, having a beautiful wife, wonderful kids, and retiring with millions in the bank, and eventually, of course, buying that beachside property. I had ticked all the boxes, and now the happiness should have been 10 upon 10, that means 100% happiness. He said, see, when you were stating that formula to me, that was the mistake. Happiness is not based on the formula that you have thought out and most of the humanity thinks about. Happiness's formula is to be looked at very differently. Happiness in your life will definitely depend upon the boxes that you tick, that is the numerator. But the numerator being ticked is changing in the sense it is working on an AP curve, which means what? Which means that you're able to fulfill them one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. In this way, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, that's how they get fulfilled. Whereas your denominator, that is your total desires, when you started off at 18, they didn't grow like that. If you had desire 1, that became 2, that became 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So the denominator is moving at a GP curve and the numerator is moving at a AP curve. So when you finally look at your life as the years and the years go by, it doesn't become 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%. In fact, in many, many human beings' cases, it is falling and the percentage is very low. Why? Because when you had the AP curve, that means 10 out of 10 desires fulfilled, on the bottom, the GP curve had become 1,000. So now you had, at the age of 55, desires what? 10 fulfilled and 1,000 that you had. So 1,000 by 10 becomes what? Only 1% happiness. That, he explained to me, was the problem. We always have more and more desires, and those desires are growing exponentially. Whereas these desires that you are able to fulfill are not being fulfilled exponentially. So then I asked him, oh my God, I've spent 55 years in pursuing something and trying to fulfill my desires to get this happiness. Can I have 100% happiness? He said, yes, you can. And I said, will you please teach me? And he said, I will. So what he taught me and how can we strive for 100% happiness is going to be my topic next time. Welcome again to the Siddhi channel. I look forward to you subscribing and I look forward to you sending me your candid comments. Please give me your candid comments in the comments column so that based upon your feedback, I can improve myself. I have a lot of knowledge. I'm here to share it, but I'm work in progress. And being a student of Vedanta, that is what I want to be able to have your candid comments so that I can improve my presentations to you. Thank you for giving me your time. Have a nice day. Cheers. Catch you soon. God bless you.